We're rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sauce Summer Series. You should all know who I have before me. If you don't, you're a moron. Outside of that, why don't you tell the dumb ones who you are?
I think a lot of people don't know who I am. So if you
You're a
do,
myth.
or if you don't, my name is Real Wallace. I go by the artist Real J Wallace, and I'm my mama's son. I'm a Virginia grandson. I do music. I try to go out to schools and speak, and right now I'm trying to write programs for schools and stuff. Trying to take the bars that I wrote in hip hop and develop them into something else, whether that be like film or pitching things or learn how to speak in different type of ways. But it's all bars. That's what it is. All bars.
I like that. I like bars too. I recently decided that it's time for me to raise the fucking bar. So I'm glad that you are talking about the same thing that's kind of been resonating. I think everybody's in that same mood right now. Is how do we all raise the bar as a creative, as an artist, as somebody who's pursuing, a dream? How do we raise the bar? So you started off with bars. How early was this? How old were you?
I mean, I was always playing around with it. Like as a black man in America, like those are the first people you look up to. You look up to rappers and stuff. So you wonder how you can be a part of it, or you might look up to the preacher, someone that's kind of using their voice to talk to people. And so those are the people that we look up to. So I was writing raps here and there, but I didn't really start like investing time into it until 2017. No, sorry, 2007.
I was gonna say.
It's been 10 years since I started rapping. So 2017 is the 10-year anniversary of me recording myself and taking it serious.
Okay.
And so I just started doing that because it's part of the lineage. That's We have strong voices, especially as black people. So I feel like we should be using them in some type of way. We have the ability to express. Some people say we express too much, and so I don't
Yeah,
think that's
right.
a real thing. I think that people should be aligned with expressing how they feel, so that other people can get to know who their true self is. I feel like a lot of my life I've been practicing showing my true self to people so that they can actually know who I am and I can know who myself is. I don't want to censor my own thoughts from me as well. And that's like a major drive for the music. Like I can use the music to get to know myself a lot better and let other people get to know me. And I was afraid of that at first, like getting letting people into my lives, like they hear certain songs and then they talk to me immediately like they know me already.
Mm.
That was frightening at
Mm.
first, but it's been more liberating.
Wow. That's really great that you can honor that because I've been feeling that way lately. A little bit like when you give some of yourself, you don't realize who you touch. You kind of are relatively unaware until it's in front of you. People give you love online, people say nice things to you, but when it's in front of you, tangible in your face, it can be super overwhelming. So what led you to kind of learning how to compartmentalize that?
uh, Being super uncomfortable with it, and then learning that a lot of the things that I'm afraid of. Well, Will Smith said it. He said that joy is on the other side of fear. That's how it is a lot of times. Those dark things that you don't want to go into. Uh, the metaphor of my complexion is like this darkness. It's just that you don't know what's going to happen. Go
Right.
into those things that you don't know about because that's going to lead to knowledge in some certain type of way. So how
Right.
do I spread knowledge in as many ways as I can and in any different type of format? You gotta not be afraid to sometimes be wrong, sometimes make mistakes. Have that be in front of people so that they can
Yes.
even learn from your mistakes.
Totally.
And even like I don't know how to not put this in like to make it sound idealistic. Like I am the percentage of me that's me that I had like the free will of controlling is not that very much. I mean, yeah, my mom and my father, and then their grandfathers, and it's so many things that came into my existence, so many experiences that I had no control over that ended up making me who I am. So if I could give those things that I didn't have control over to other people, I think that's fair. It was never mine to begin with.
I like that you're so unselfish with your words and your kind of your knowledge that and your wisdom that you've gained. What is the push behind that? Why do you feel the need to be so giving when the world is so cold? I mean, not to sound all cliche, but why do you find it's a piece of you to go and give yourself so freely to others?
I mean, many a times that's been when I felt the most alive, when someone was giving a part of themselves to me. And really, it's almost like a surrender, like metaphors in the church, like, wow, you surrendered that part of yourself to me. Like, I can't even believe that you would even give that part of your life to me. Like, why are you doing this? There's a miracle in the fact that some people will tell you something sometimes, and you're like, wow, that had to be so close to your heart. How could you possibly get that out of your throat and say that to me? I'm so envious, and I surrender to that type of vulnerability. And I want people to get used to doing that. Like if you have something that you're going through, write about it, rap about it, tell somebody about it, because then on the other side is people keeping that stuff aside, and that's killing them from the inside. And we've seen that act out, especially with artists. So many times they stay in their head, and we're the most creative in the most positive ways and the bad ways as artists. And so you can't leave people to just be stuck in their mind. You got to tell them and encourage them to get outside of themselves so that the world can save you. Like you work for both ends. Try to save yourself and have other people try to save you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what the music is about. Like this is the these are the bars.
Right, right. It all goes back to bars.
Yeah, these are bars.
Yeah, that's amazing. So do you feel that you grew up having a lot of those people around you in your corner, or was it something that this kind of frame of mind was self-taught?
I've had experiences. I've seen other people go through things and be able to look at it from a outside perspective and say, wow, I've seen what this has done to them, and I wonder how it's affected me, and not just living in my own perception of it, like even traveling in that sense. One instance might happen, but to the 5 people that were there, it happened 5 different ways. So not just what it means to me, but like what do these things mean to other people, and that their truth, their reality is just as much real as my reality. And these are all bars.
So speaking of bars, let's talk about aloe vera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, aloe vera.
For you little dumb ones who don't know, aloe vera was dropped like was it like a month and a half ago?
Yeah, I've been bad at promoting it.
Yeah.
I've been very bad at promoting it. I mean,
those of us who look for you will find it.
you know it because it's already been working for me. It's already been working. As we dropped aloe vera, the church was closing. So in many aspects, I was listening to that album every single day, especially at the beginning, about destroying yourself in order to make a new version of yourself. So it's not like the church was dying; it's just the location. But going through that as a business owner and as an artist, I'm listening to this album and I'm using it to heal my experiences right in the moment. And so I'm telling myself from the music perspective, like, it's going to be okay, some things have to change in order for, like, the rebirth to happen. So that's what aloe vera already worked for me. Like, I've been using it to heal myself through certain experiences. And that's how life comes at you. It'll look real sharp and dangerous, but right on the other side of those spikes is the most healful thing ever. And if you look into the plant, it's one of the most healful plants you'll ever have. You can just go pick that up out of the ground, and it's natural. It don't cost no money. It's sustainable. You can grow it in Egypt. You can grow it in San Diego. You can grow it in so many environments. I realized that I had to be diverse. No matter what I'm doing, I got to be able to turn these bars. I got to be able to turn this quarter into $50. Because just for survival aspect, I
Mhm.
need to be just as diverse as the plant is, and just as healing as it is when I make this music. Like it's music, but it's more than that. When you use music to its fullest potential, it's one of the most powerful things in existence. And so, how do we get back to that form of music? You just gotta do it. You
Yeah.
start doing it. It doesn't matter if someone else is doing something different. Someone should be doing something different. Don't let that influence your path. It's like you gotta follow your path no matter what. And making this music, making it healing, that's just my path. As much as I can want other people to do that, the most encouraging thing I can do is just do it myself. And so that's what I'm in the midst of doing. And the music is encouraging me to do it more. And when people like you come out and say, okay, we want to interview about it, it's like, okay, I have a chance to look into the infinity box to talk to how many people are inside of that web. And it's magical. I love
Right.
this shit.
Right. So was it hard for you to collaborate at all in any of your artistry? Is it hard for you to collaborate?
It's hard to collaborate because I sit in my head so much. I can see some of those things. Like I just got to get it done right now. I feel like I'm by myself,
Mhm.
but not too much. I love to. I've seen myself step back and be more of a facilitator, and that's it's speeding
Right.
up collaborations in another type of way. Because you
Right.
run into artists, and you might not. A song may not come up, and you don't want to force collaboration to it to
Right.
naturally happen. But me helping and putting you in the room with someone that's gonna, make you sound better. That's collaboration.
Absolutely.
So even looking at that in a more diverse way, instead of looking at things very like you can only use this knife to spread butter.
Mhm.
You can use the knife to do anything you want to. You can break into the house with a knife.
Yes.
So you can use it in different type of ways. But I mean, I've been trying to collaborate with higher things, like trying to get into the museum and things like that. And those have been harder collaborations, where I go in expecting like, yo, I think I'm this dope. What can we do? How can I get in here? It's slower steps to reach things that you haven't done before or that people haven't been trying to do. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to bring that the quality that they have in like the contemporary world or like the mainstream world to the underground because they got some nice stuff. They got some nice stuff. And I feel like our word is just as powerful as the nice stuff that they have. We have the quality of the sentences and the experiences that can influence the world and change people's perspective. Why are we not over there? They're getting paid more over there.
Mm.
Is that why we're not over there?
Mm. So tell us a little bit about your affinity for Barrio Logan. You are big online repping that BL.
I don't
No
know.
T, like all about the BL.
I've been down here for so long. Like you know what? Out of high school, there was not a lot of places you could go and just like drink on the streets and stuff like that. When it started popping off in Barrio, there was warehouse parties. So people would go to warehouse parties out here. You could be drinking on the streets
Mhm.
and stuff. It was way lax. The cops didn't stop down here, mostly because it was bad in the '90s, and then it started getting better.
Mhm.
But also the last black man in Barrio Logan dropped, and so
Exactly.
I started to learn the lineage of my family a lot more. And so I learned that my great grandma lived on Julian and Sampson in Yellow House. My mom ended up growing up there. My dad lived there 20 years later, and then I had an auntie that lived there. And so I thought that was weird as fuck. And so I finally called my mom one day and I was like, is it true that great grandma lived there? And she was like, yeah, kind of playing it off. And then I was like, is it true you grew up there? She was like, yeah. Is it true that my dad lived there 20 years later? And she was like, yeah. She said, and your auntie lived there too. I was like, what? And I said, that's weird, right? That's weird though, right? She said, yeah, I can't believe it. But if I would have asked that one last question, I would have just thought she would have thought it was normal.
Yeah.
But that tripped me out, and so I learned more of the lineage, and it's just
Mhm.
weird how the past can change. You can
Mm.
change the past as you live in your present, because the perspective of what the past was is different.
Mhm.
So you might have those 5 people in the room that see one thing happen, but then as they get older, their perspective of that situation changes because they learn more.
Mhm.
And so the past continues to change as I learn more and get older. And so that made me look at Barton Logan in a complete different way. Like I'm walking in the same path of not only my father, not only my mother, not only my great grandma, not my auntie too. Like that's weird. That is.
Yeah.
I'd be so like words are diverse. People don't even understand words in these metaphors and what they hint at and align to. That everything's one and the same thing. We throw this word out like we might throw out like alt-right. It means like white supremacist. It means control. It means power. It means like 10,000 words.
Yeah.
You got like lineage. You got heritage. You got these words, but like, what does it mean exactly to you in your life specifically?
Right.
If anybody goes through their lineage and they really connect the dots, the dots, connect the dots.
Connect the dots. The dots are connected too. I see.
Connect the dots.
Yeah, connect the dots. Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Thoughts have a lot of knowledge. All my best friends have been hoes. I can say that. And I still love you hoes if you ever hear this. But y'all some hoes.
The thoughts.
Connect.
Okay? Connect the dots. No, but connect the dots on your own family, you'll learn some crazy stories.
Totally.
So there's so much that came into you being
generationally. Yes, I've been thinking about that a lot. You know what? It's always such a pleasure to be around you and just hear all of this dope knowledge and the piece that you bring into your artistry, and that is just you just kind of illuminate. Like your aura is just so cool. I mean, I'm not an aura reader, but you know, if I were.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
And everyone who I've ever been around who's been around you always has such nice, wonderful things to say about you as well. And I think that your just energy just speaks volumes, and everything that you do is awesome. How can the people find you?
You can find me on theholyfield.org. You can find me on Spotify. Just look up Real J Wallace. I'm out there. I try to put
Pew
my
pew.
there.
That's amazing. Leave them with the last word.
Last word, just get it.
Just get it. Well, this is a wrap for the metaphysical motherfucking sauce summer.